Have you guys ever heard of the martingale system? Maybe some of you have, maybe some of you haven't. Well, in this episode, we're going to start debunking these strategies in gambling to see, do they work or are they just something that's going to end up making you lose money in the long run? Welcome back, and for those that are new around here, I'm Frank with Linemaker Sports, and this channel is dedicated to making you a more profitable sports bettor. So if you guys enjoy videos like this one, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also give that thumbs up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it and see, does the martingale system really work, and are you going to be able to actually make money doing it? All right, so first off, let's talk about what the martingale system is. The martingale system is a system in where when you accrue a loss, you double up, and you keep doubling up until you actually end up getting a win. So for an example, let's say you start out with a $100 bet. You lose that bet, your next bet's going to be 200. You lose that one, your next bet's 400. Lose that one, next one's 800. With that said, can this actually work? So how does this work? How can you actually make money using this system? The only way that this really works is if you have an unlimited bankroll, meaning you have an endless amount of money to be able to spend on, and means that you have found a casino or you found a sports book that has no limits. You found a table that doesn't have a limit, or a sports book that is going to take any bet that you give them, whether it's in the millions of dollars or not. That is the only way this can work, because you have to have endless amount of money to keep doubling up, because yeah, eventually you're going to win. You're not going to lose 1,000 bets in a row. You're eventually going to win. But the problem is that, are you going to have access to that amount of money to withstand that, to see that? And then are you going to find a sports book that allows you to do that? Or are you going to find a table, in a casino that's going to allow you to do that? All right. So that's the only way it really does work. Now, how doesn't this work? The average gambler doesn't have access to just unlimited funds. You run out of cash, all right? Because once you start betting and let's say you lost like 6 or 7 in a row, you're getting to like a heavy amount of money that you need to put down, and you might not even have that. You might not have the bankroll, or you just might not have the money to be able to continue doing it. And the next thing up is the casino or the sports book. The limits. Mostly every single table is going to limit you if you're on a table game. And they're going to have a limit on there to where you can't bet $100,000 if you needed to, because the limit is, let's say, 10,000 or whatnot. So you couldn't bet that. And then the sports book, very hard for a sports book to allow you to bet $100,000, $200,000, $1 million on just some random bet. Usually they only take those bets when it comes to like the Super Bowl and big time events, all right? When they know that a lot of people are going to be betting on it. Some random event, you go and you're putting $1 million on it. Guess what? The sports book's going to be like, yeah, we might not take this bet, because why are you doing that? All right. And it might be a little bit sketchy. This is one of the most well-known strategies out there that people like to use. It can only work if you have unlimited money. You find a table really that has no limit, but it won't work because your average gambler doesn't have all the money in the world, and you can't find those tables that have no limits, or you can't find a sports book that's going to take any bet that you give them. This is a strategy that really is just not going to make you money. You're not going to end up profiting from this. So 9 times out of 10, you end up getting on a bad roll. And trust me, there are bad rolls, because I've seen a roulette table hit red about 20 times in a row. If you were on that side, all right, you were doubling up every time trying to hit black, and it hit red that whole entire time, you're out of money. You're not going to be able to bet anymore, so you lost everything. What that entails is that you can literally lose everything in a very small span. So that's why the martingale system is not a sports betting system, not a gambling system in general that you should be implementing on a daily basis. Now, the martingale system is just one of many systems, guys, that does not transition and work with sports betting. So if you guys do want profitable strategies, you want me to teach you profitable strategies, make sure you guys go in the description down below. All right, now without further ado, guys, thank you for joining us. I'm Frank with Linemaker Sports. If you guys are interested in these videos, make sure you guys go check these ones out, because they might help you just as much as this video did. All right, as always, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, I'm out.